Hello and welcome to My Bolt EUV. I'm Jim and we're going from point A to point B. Climb in, let's go. Today we're going to talk about the Bolt recall, the history, the current notice, the used car market, and possibly more. We will examine the history of the Bolt recall, the current notice in full, and what is happening in the used car market. First, the history. First of all, I want to make it very clear that I do not work for General Motors, nor do I receive any incentives from General Motors. I never have, and I never will. Let's talk about the history. From 2017 until the date this video in 2023 is made, Chevrolet has sold more than 208,000 of the Bolt EV, EUV, and the European Opel Ampera-e. Interestingly, almost 50% of these sales have occurred since the start of the recall in 2020. The battery recall was caused by a defect in the manufacturing of the battery modules by the GM partner LG Chem. In November 2020, the National Highway Transportation Safety Agency, NHTSA, confirmed that there had only been 5 known fires in the Bolt. But by August 2021, according to Electrek, the number had risen to 20 total bolts. According to NHTSA, the total number of fires for all BEVs to date is only 52, and that's again since 2017. Of those 52 fires, at least 6 were Tesla. Therefore, we can confidently say that there have only been 46 Bolt EV and or Hyundai Kona fires since the 2017 through 2019 Kona used the same battery modules, and the chances that your car catching fire due to this are staggeringly low, but it's still a risk, and it needs to be dealt with, and that is on General Motors. Now for the disturbing problem. A recent study by Kelley Blue Book has determined that 33% of Bolt owners are not responding to the battery recall. That's 1 out of 3. If you're watching this video and you're a Bolt owner and you have not responded to the recall, then shame on you. Shame on you. Not only are you putting yourself in danger, you're putting everyone around you in danger. And it makes it very difficult for those of us who have followed the recall instructions to put up with the fallout for your lack of concern. We're being banned from parking lots, and we're being banned from certain charging locations because you will not get your battery recalled. Get up and make the call. This is on you, Bolt owners. I'm going to say this several times throughout this video. Again, I want to make it clear that I do not work for General Motors, nor do I receive any incentives whatsoever from General Motors. If you want to know more about the current recall notice and you're a Bolt owner, then I suggest you call 1-833-EV-CHEVY or visit the website provided in the description below. With that said, here's the entire verbiage of the current recall notice. Select 2020 through 2022 year model Bolt EVs and EUVs are eligible for a new advanced diagnostic software that will continually monitor the high voltage battery in the vehicle. Please schedule an appointment with your preferred Chevrolet dealership to have this software installed. The advanced diagnostic software will initially limit your vehicle's high voltage battery to a maximum state of charge of 80%. If no anomalies are detected after approximately 6,200 miles, that's 10,000 kilometers of use, the high voltage battery will automatically return to a maximum state of charge of 100% without a return trip to the dealer. After this occurs, the software's advanced diagnostics will continue to monitor your vehicle's high voltage battery system. Once this software is installed on the vehicle, the recall will be resolved. If the software detects a problem in your vehicle's high voltage battery, you will be alerted via the warning in the Driver Information Center. If this occurs, you should contact your Chevrolet Bolt EV EUV certified dealer to have the affected high voltage battery module replaced. Based on manufacturing and diagnostic information, certain 2020 through 2022 Bolt EVs and EUVs are not eligible for the advanced diagnostic software, and out of an abundance of caution, General Motors will replace the lithium-ion battery modules in these Chevrolet Bolt EVs and EUVs with new lithium-ion modules. We will notify customers when replacement parts are ready. If you have not been able to visit the dealer for a software update or lithium-ion battery module replacement, we ask that you continue to follow these steps. Set your vehicle to a 90% state of charge limitation using Hilltop Reserve mode for those 2017 through 2018 model years, or target charge level mode for 2019 through 2022 model years. Instructions on how to do this are available in the videos on the Chevrolet website. If you are unable to successfully make these changes or do not feel comfortable making these changes, please visit your Chevrolet dealer to have these adjustments completed. Number 2, charge your vehicle more frequently and avoid depleting your battery to below approximately 70 miles or 113 kilometers of remaining range where possible. And number 3, park your vehicle outside immediately after charging and do not leave your vehicle charging indoors overnight. That's the end of the notice. But since it does not explicitly state in the notice, if you have a 2017 through 2019 Bolt that has not had the battery already replaced, I urge you to contact General Motors immediately for proper instructions. Again, one last time, I want to make it clear that I do not work for General Motors, nor do I receive any incentives from General Motors. I want to further that by saying that I do not work for any car company, car sales, car manufacturing. I'm not in the automotive industry at all. But there's one final thing that we do need to talk about. Used bolts. Places like CarMax, Carvana, Auto Trader, Car Gurus, Vroom, Cars.com, and their competitors often sell bolts that have not been subjected to the recall, and they do so at full price. I just did a quick check on Bolt EVs for sale at one of these used vehicle sites and found that a 2020 Bolt EV Premier that is for sale on their website, you can take delivery today, has 2 open recalls, one of which is the battery fire recall. So these companies, some, all, or most, are not checking these cars for recalls. So my recommendation is that you run the VIN through the NHTSA website to check for recalls before entering into a purchase agreement. The NHTSA website is in the description below this video. In summary, again, I don't work for General Motors, nor do I receive incentives from them in any way. Nothing. In fact, this video will probably make the folks at GM very unhappy. Why? Because I think it is very negligent of them to not replace the batteries in every vehicle that precedes the recall and uses the older LG manufacturing technology. All of them. It is important to follow their advice no matter what. If you have questions about the recall, about buying a used Bolt, or about the Bolt in general, please do leave a comment in the comment section of this video, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you feel that you've been wronged by General Motors as a part of this recall, then I suggest you retain counsel and seek damages. Trying to solve your problems in the comments section here will only result in more frustration and likely get you into trouble with the good folks at Google, the YouTube owners, for violating their user terms of agreement. Again, thank you for listening. Please remember to subscribe, share, comment, and like, and ring that notification bell if you want to know when I'm uploading new videos. Also remember, treat everyone with kindness, put a smile on your face, help someone today, and pay it forward when someone does the same. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you soon, or somewhere along the route from point A to point B. Until then, this is Jim signing off.